off. I'm always dicking around with the microphone. Oh, hey, hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. So I had the okay, I've been trying to eat more clean and whatnot to help with the muscle gain, and yes, I've been gaining some muscles, as well as my traps. So everyone keeps asking me, why is your trap so big? Just trust me on that. I've been working out a lot, going to the gym more. I got to work on my cardio though. My cardio is really bad. I got to work on my cardio, and I've been taking my supplements and a few other things, and my recovery pills and stuff. And I've got to hit my free weight. I mean, legit. I've got free weights right by my desk, so that when I'm down low while I'm working or coding, just grab them and do a couple of hammer curls. You know, keep the arms up, keep the arms warmed up. Well, I just made a really spicy cucumber. You're thinking spicy cucumber? Trust me. How can I put this nicely? There's a guy I watch on Instagram by the name of Scotty Fitness. He's changed his name to Scotty Flynn, but it's Scotty Flynn. And Scotty Flynn, Scotty Fitness, same guy. Loves to say fuck V Shred because he's an idiot. Not Scotty, V Shred. And he did this one recipe where you take a whole cucumber, bit of peanut butter, Chinese chili jam, and you put it in in it and you shake it, and then you eat. Dear God, amazing. I did something similar to that. I took a cucumber, but I didn't have any Chinese chili jam, so I made my own Chinese chili jam, which isn't that hard to make, actually, by the way. If you just Google it, or if you've got ChatGPT, ask it for a recipe and it'll give you a... But I think I made mine a little bit too spicy. You're only supposed to use, like, pinches of certain spices. I was using full tablespoons. Because in my brain, I've got this idea of, if I can keep my metabolism burning, it's going to burn through the fat as I'm sleeping, which is what it's supposed to do. So you're going to be doing. So I'm trying to lose my. It's basically my core. I've got to work on. It's a lot of core exercises. So I'll be working on those to help lose some excess tummy weight and a little bit of weight on my cheeks. I know, you know, just trust me on this, and trust the science. And when I was reading up, it was saying, oh yes, if you can keep your metabolism burning for 5 small meals instead of 3 large meals, if you have 5 small meals throughout the day, so instead of having 2 Weetabixes, I have 1 Weetabix now. Yeah, it's 1 Weetabix, no sugar, just a little bit of honey, now you know, hot water, honey, then a splash of milk. Cherry. Trust me, just trust me. You get your fiber, you get your antibiotics, and and a whole bunch of other good stuff from the honey, natural honey, not that processed shit. Agua. Trust me. Drink a lot of water as well. And I'm also fighting a cold, by the way. Trust me, if you had smell-o-vision, all you'd smell is Vicks Vapor Rub right now. I'm not even kidding you. And so I've been dealing with that. And so I took this full cucumber, cut the 2 tails off, chopped it and washed it, chopped it down, put it in a Tupperware container, added some garlic, added some paprika, added some cumin, added some other spices and whatnot, which is what's in chili jam, and shook the living shit out of it. But I forgot to put the fucking peanut butter in it. And you're probably thinking, peanut butter? Yes, peanut butter. I forgot to put the peanut butter in. Now, the peanut butter that Scotty uses, for some reason, is like liquid. It literally looks like liquid baby shit. It's the only thing I can describe it. An English peanut butter, for some reason, is very thick. Even if you get the chunky stuff is like concrete, and the non-chunky stuff is still fucking hard. So I'm not sure if I was supposed to heat up the peanut butter, because I know it will melt if you heat it up. So I didn't. But anyway, I forgot to add the bloody peanut butter. So I was kind of kicking myself on that, because you need that little natural sweetness to offset the acid and the acidity from the garlic. But man, my sinuses. Bear in mind, I've been coughing up yellow shit, green shit, brown shit, you name it. Just lobbing. The Plague Father, okay, Grandfather Nogal is definitely in my chest somewhere, and that just woof, knocked it right out. And I was like, God damn. And truth be told, cucumbers here in the UK are like barely $1 for a large cucumber. Get yourself some cucumbers, man. It's not even. Chop the two ends off, chop it up, bung it in, bit of spices, bit of this, shake it up, boom, eat it. I ate the whole fucking thing. I ate the whole fucking cucumber. And I'm thinking to myself, did I just eat an entire cucumber and get full? Eating just a cucumber. Yes, you can. And yeah, it's just blows my mind. And I know this is technically a coffee time with Cobra, and I don't have a coffee, unfortunately. So sorry about that, guys. I just don't have a coffee at hand. But I do have some water. I've noticed that my fingernails are growing like ridiculously quick. See, I normally chew on my fingernails like crazy because I have what's known as stubby fingers. If you look, you'll see the pads of my finger, especially on like this finger right here, you'll see that the pad itself is flat and what it's like mushroom tipped. It's wide, and I've also got arthritis in my fingers. But that's a genetic condition. My Uncle Peter had it. I've got it. We get it from I get it from my grandfather. My Uncle Peter got it from his father. It's a genetic condition. I've actually looked. I've had 21 thing. I had a genetic test to see what's wrong with me. I suffer from that condition. I'm also a carrier of it. I'm also a carrier of a rare hereditary anemia, which is why I believe that's what killed my infant son. Long story short, when I was younger, I had a son and he passed away as an infant. He was like maybe 2, 3, no, he was 3 weeks old, 3.5 weeks. Yeah, 3.5 weeks old. And he just died in his sleep. Infant cot, it was ruled infant cot death. There was no wrongdoing, no nothing. It just happened. I believe that's what killed my son, was the hereditary anemia, which is a blood disorder. But back then, no one ever tested for it. Unless you specifically ask for it, they won't test for it. But it's like a 1 in like 10. I think they said it was like 1 in 500,000 people carry this rare genetic marker. I have it as well, which is why I have an invadable urogangler. If you don't know what that is, your urogangler is that one little thing that looks like a ball sack dangling in your throat. I happen to have something similar to that on the base of my tongue. If you look. Yeah. They look like skin tags. That's a sign of that issue. It's also a sign that... needless to say, when I yawn, I actually squirt out stuff out my mouth when I yawn. I don't mean to, but again, it's part of the way my jaw structure is because of the condition. It affects your jaw, it affects your tongue, it affects your fingers. It also affects... There's tons of things it affects. It used to be called gecko's disease, or the gecko condition. If you look at a gecko's claw, hand, pad, whatever you want to call it, their fingertips are round. That helps them grip onto tree limbs and stuff. Same thing. So it's a genetic disorder, which is why I always used to say I'm part lizard, which is the truth. I am. Also, if you look at my elbows do have a scale pattern to the actual skin textures. It's on both my elbows. Everyone used to call me part lizard man, so it's fine. It is what it is, guys. But yeah, I've been incredibly busy. If you notice, the chairs are both gone behind me. I had these old chairs. They're gone. I dismantled those, demolished them. They're gone. What else? I do have some STL files. I need some 3D files. I need to print and paint to help a friend get his bolt action army ready for a tournament. What else? Oh, I picked up some Star Wars Unlimited booster packs. I'll be doing a cracking packs episode. That'll be coming up here soon. I've also got some packages coming from eBay, not Amazon. They're from eBay. These are Magic the Gathering, like when people part out their collections in Magic the Gathering. Collect people out there will swoop in, pick them up, take all the rares, take whatever they think they can make the most money on, and whatever's left over, they put it in a bag, zip it up, and say 10 quid, you get all of it. You'll probably break even if you do start to part out the cards that they don't want, because it's a lot of hassle to do that. I used to do that a lot to make ends meet, and in doing so, it left me with quite a lot of cards that I liked or just wanted to keep. My collector's binder is now on its third iteration. I've got 3 binders now. I've got these huge boxes full of cards in a storage locker that's just costing me like 70 quid a month. So I've got to go through those, part out what's left of them, sell them on, and then call it good. What else am I doing? Going through my wardrobe as well. I've got some old clothes I've got to donate to Goodwill. I've been doing a lot. Once I get my cardio back up to where I'm happy with it, I'll get back into doing a little bit of boxing. On the 17th, I've got a couple of interviews with some companies. So fingers crossed, I might have some good news on a more better. I mean, the job I've got now is fun. It's nice. I'm a team leader for a cybersecurity penetration team. A team leader basically is someone who dishes out, okay, I need you to do this, I need you to do this, I need you to do that, I need you to do this, and that kind of thing. That's what a team leader does. And then I take full responsibility. I handle the paperwork, I handle the legalities. So if Google has a bug bounty and we're hunting for that bug bounty, I'm the one that files all the paperwork. My team fills out their reports on how they did, what they did, and when they did it. Sometimes I'll ask them for an audio notation, which means they have to burn a CD. Hence, that's why people keep asking me, why the fuck I have CDs up there. Now you fucking know. Stop fucking asking. And why I have CD-ROM drives still, even though it's technically a dead media. I still keep them as a backup, and I make my team do audible notations, so they will have a copy of Audacity on their machine and just verbally say what they're doing to go in conjunction with what they've typed. I then bung that all together in a detailed report. I take everyone else's reports, put them together in one big mega report, and then report it to the powers that be. That's what I do. I maintain, manhandle, and control. If someone's sick, I find them covers. I sort out who's late for their shifts, who's early. I'm constantly in Microsoft team meetings, and I fucking hate it. And yeah, that's what I do, and it's boring. It is major boring shit. Okay, major boring shit. My production company is going okay. It's not going as good as I want it to. I do have some new talent that I have to do some interviews with. So hopefully, fingers crossed here soon, knock on wood, I will get those sorted out and get them some work and get a bit of extra income coming in. I'm also working on getting a TikTok channel up and running and started and whatnot. I've got one already for the Deceptive Cobras, but this one is for my Broom 17 production stuff. So, and I'm not sure it's going to last that long because TikTok likes to crack down on that stuff. But X, not so much. Things like that. That's fine, though. It's fine. What else? Been going to church a lot on Sundays. I went to church yesterday because today's Monday. It was nice. I have my nan's little King James right here. Love you, Nana. Also happen to have my dad's rosary on me. And so, yeah, I've been busy doing that. Been busy working. Spoke to my younger brother. He's doing amazing. Totally proud of him. In fact, he's doing so good. He bought himself a screen used car from Knight Rider. No joke. He actually has my name is Car. Knight's Industries too. He literally has the enemy car of Kit, because my brother wants to have Kit and car. He wants both in his garage, and I'm so jealous. He showed me pictures of the David Hasselhoff, John Hancock on the dash. Everything. It is legit. It was like one of like only 5 surviving cars from the movie that was also in the TV show. There's lineage between those two because they did buy a whole bunch of other cars to do them for stunts and whatnot and stuff for the movie. But my brother managed to snag one of the actual fucking movie and TV cars. So he's well on his way. My uncle is incredibly jealous. Bear in mind, my uncle has one of the original General Lees. He has one of the original A-Team vans. He has one of the original Echo 1s. He has one of the original freaking... He's got original... He's even got one of the original Street Hawk motorbikes. And most people are like, Street Hawk? Trust me, just Google Street Hawk. Just Google Street Hawk. He has one of the original Street... He's one of the original Street Hawk bikes. How he's even got one of the Impalas from... I can see that Dean Winchester. I can see just Supernatural, from Supernatural. He's even got some props. He just recently got into TV and movie props as well for his collectors. He's got, let's see, he's got shorts from the Rocky movie signed by Carl Weathers. I helped him get those. They were a members only pub bar club thing that I was at. The owner was selling all the old sports memorabilia. I picked up the signed Mike Tyson gloves. I picked up the signed Chris Eubank gloves, even though I can't stand Eubank. I also picked up the signed Nigel Benn gloves, and I also picked up the Carl Weathers signed Stars and Stripes shorts from Rocky. And I picked them up and I sold the Carl Weathers his shorts to my uncle. Sadly, this was just before Carl Weathers passed away, so those shorts have now skyrocketed in price because he's passed, he's moved on, God rest his soul. And yeah, so my uncle Graham, he's getting into movie memorabilia as well as owning a whole bunch of movie props and like movie vehicles and whatnot. My uncle sees it more as a business transaction. He uses it a lot for he will. My uncle and me and my uncle. Long story short, me and my uncle used to be co-owners in a nightclub, and yeah. Long story short, so my uncle's not that well off. You know what I mean? He's got a bit of money, and well, my brother, he's been doing well with his business, and I'm very, very proud of my little brother. He's got himself his own construction company. He has about 40-something employees. So he's... I wouldn't say he's, like irreplaceable, but he is to me. He's my little brother. He's my kid brother. But he has his own construction company, doing amazing. 4 kids, grandkid, doing amazing. Could not be more proud of my brother. Even has a chicken farm in Bulgaria. Don't ask. I don't know why he did it. He just did it. So he owns a chicken farm in Bulgaria. So my brother has got all these little fingers and everything. He's even thinking about buying rental properties and selling and renting them to the council. But like buying the properties and then letting the council have dibs on rental, which means the council will be doing all the maintenance and everything else and whatnot on it. But the council will be paying my brother X amount of money. So it's just turnkey business, really. So I'm really happy for my brother on that. I really am. I'm so proud of him for getting into that. My sister, one of my sisters, she is still in charge of a lot. You got to understand, my entire family, we all grew up in social housing and council housing. And the fact that my sister owns a beautiful home on a lot of land. It has a stables, for fuck's sake. And I could not be more proud of my sister. And I genuinely mean that. I could not be more proud of my sister. She's amazing. And my sister is so amazing. She raised 3 beautiful kids. And she missed being a mum, so she adopted a child. And she's given a child that wouldn't have had a home, a loving home, with 3 older siblings. And it's amazing. And she's got lots of cousins, and we all love her, and she's got a crazy uncle like me, and point is, it's a good thing, okay, and I'm very proud of my sister. I'm very proud of my younger brother. I'm just proud of my family, full stop. And it's okay to say that. It's okay to say that you're proud of your family and their achievements. I'm happy for their achievements. I myself am still in the process of getting certain things done on my end. I've got a whole bunch of field manuals up there. I've got to Are they up there? I think they're up there. Are they? Yeah, they're up on top of the top. Red book, blue book, and the purple book on top of the shelf. Those are the new field manuals for cybersecurity. I have to go through those. I really do. But I've got the attention span of a mosquito. Ooh, shiny. And so I've got to read those buggers, because there's no audiobook versions of them. So I'll read those buggers, and hopefully they settle into my little magnigdula, whatever part of my brain is. And yeah. But life's good, man. Sorry, my nose is just running because all the spices from the cucumber. But life's good. Yeah, life's good. And I hope your life is good too. I really do. I hope and pray for that. And I'm going to end this video with a little prayer. Hope you don't mind, guys. If you are offended by that, I completely understand. You can just close the video out. Thanks for watching. If you want to stick around, I want to pray for yourself and me. And I'm going to do it the way I was raised to do it. Father out in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy will be done, thy kingdom come, on earth as it is in heaven. Please, Lord, hear my prayer. Please bless people that watch my videos. Please bless my family. Please bless everyone that right now is going through a hard time and is struggling and is lost at sea. Please, Lord, be that driftwood that helps them be saved into your loving embrace. In Jesus' name, Storm. In Jesus, Lord's name, we pray. Amen. I know. I don't normally do preachy stuff. But there's this young man, a couple of weeks ago, his name's Alex. I was leaving a work function, and I was waiting at the bus stop, and I saw this kid struggling. And I mean, he was literally shaking, breaking down, crying, and I saw that he was wearing a naval cadet uniform, and as a former service member, I had to help him. I had to help a brother. And I looked at my friend who was with me, and I was like, can you wait here for a moment, please? And she was like, well, I could just wait right here. I walked up to him, I looked at him and goes, you alright, man? And he was like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, you don't look fine. And he looks at me and he goes, where'd you serve? And I was like, 3rd Armoured Regiment. And he was like, no, I'm not okay. He literally brought all of his walls down, came to me and said, no, he's not okay. And I hugged him. I hugged him. He cried. I told him it was okay. People were staring. I told him we've never seen a person actually break down and be embraced and cherished and loved by another fellow human being. What's wrong with you people? And I escorted him and his little sister home, all the way home. And we talked. We discussed a whole bunch of things. He was struggling with his faith. He was struggling with school. He was struggling with work. He was struggling with the cadets. And he's doing good at work now, good in school now, and he's also doing good in the cadets. I had a little conversation with his instructor, told him, you know, you need to treat this boy with a little bit more respect. Don't get me wrong, I understand you're there to put discipline in him, but he doesn't need discipline 24/7. The poor boy needs his parents, and he was taking care of his two sisters, while all of that's on his shoulders, while his parents were in their home country. And so his parents came home, I think 2 weeks ago, and he sent me a video, and we text. My phone's on charge, but we text, and he's like, thank you for talking to me, thank you for coming to me, thank you for helping with me, and a whole bunch of stuff. And it's just good to know, you know. And he had a few moments, the poor kid, he had a few moments. He's a good kid though, he's a good kid. There are some still people in the younger generation that are worth saving. No cap, as the kids say. Cringe, I know. But no, he's a good kid. He's a good kid, and I wish him nothing but the best. I wish his siblings nothing but the best. One of them wants to be a small animal vet. So I told him, you want to be a small animal vet, you got to study veterinarians, you got to study biology, you got to study, you know, animal anatomy. You've got to study a lot of things, and you've also got to learn to wrestle with the fact that there's going to be some creatures out there, some animals out there that you can't save. You cannot save them all. You must embrace that. And once you've embraced that fact that you cannot save them all, you will be a better person. You will be a better vet. So there's that. Anyway, guys, this video's been going on for way too long. Anyway, thank you guys. Love you all. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.